this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2018 movie Hotel Transylvania 3. The movie is directed by Jendy Tartakovsky and written by him and Michael Mollers. And this movie follows Dracula and the gang as they go on a much-needed vacation on a summer monster cruise and everything. They go to different locations and stuff. Like the Bermuda Triangle and the lost city of Atlantis and everything. But along the way on the cruise, Dracula meets the captain of the ship, Erica, and everything, and they zing, and he has feelings for her. At first she doesn't have feelings for him either, because she's actually the daughter of, or great-granddaughter of Van Helsing, and is wanting to wanting to kill him for her great-grandfather, and but she ends up starting to have feelings for him after he saves her a few times when she's trying to get this relic that will help them defeat Dracula and everything. And then towards the end of the movie, of course, everything comes out. Dracula had been trying to hide it from Mavis throughout the whole movie. She finds out and is having a hard time accepting her dad being with anybody else. And then, but in the end, everything works out like you would expect it to. This is a pretty good one in the franchise. I liked it a lot more than the second movie. I don't think I liked it quite as much as the first movie, but I still really enjoyed it. I think I thought it was awesome that they took the characters out of Transylvania and away from the castle and everything. It actually felt like something new for the franchise, and everything. The voice cast is all still really good. Adam Sandler is great as Dracula again, and Selena Gomez as Mavis is great too. The rest of the characters are kind of just pushed off to the side, though. They don't really focus as much on them in this movie, kind of like how they did in Toy Story 4, where it mainly focused mostly on the main character and everything and pushed all the other ones to the side. It mainly focuses on Dracula and Mavis, both kind of. That's pretty much how it is in this movie. Johnny is once again voiced by Andy Samberg, and he's good again too, but he's one of the ones that had the most pushing to the side. It seemed like he didn't really have a lot to do in this movie, and everything. But everybody that came back, Fran Dresser, Kevin James, Steve Buscemi, Molly Shannon, Mel Brooks returns as Vlad, and he's also a very small part, like he was in the first movie. His role, the second movie, his role in the second one was more big and important than this movie was, though. But yeah, everybody was good in here that came back and everything, and the new cast is all pretty good too. Chrissy Teigen does the voice of the Invisible Woman, who is David Spade's character's love interest. She doesn't talk a lot, but she's fine when she does and everything. Once again, I feel David Spade and Steve Buscemi both are underused. Their characters are underused in this movie and everything. Sadie Sandler once again voices Winnie, and she's fine too for the little bit of lines that she has. And Asher Blankoff is good as Dennis again. Catherine Hahn does the voice of Erica Van Helsing, and I actually thought she was pretty good. She did a good job voicing her, and Jim Gaffigan does the voice of Van Helsing and everything, and I think he was good too. But I think this was a pretty good sequel, though. It's one of the better movies in the franchise, personally, to me. I think it was at least better than the second one. Everything. The animation is about the same. It doesn't really look that different than it did in the first two. It does kind of have even more of a cartoony feel to it, though, even though it's not traditional animation. It still has that cartoony feel that the first two movies have, except it seems like it was kind of bumped up a notch. And the score by Mark Mothersbaugh, I think, is really good too. I think all three of these movies have really good music scores. Yeah, I like some of the stuff like in the final act where they're using like classic songs against the other guy when they're trying to get the Kraken to, when Van Helsing's trying to get the Kraken to attack him and everything, and Johnny is using his music to fight it and everything, because the Kraken likes good music, and they play Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys. I thought that was pretty cool, and then I can't remember what the second song they played was, and then the third one was Macarena, which I thought was kind of annoying, because that song used to get on my nerves a lot as a kid, because in the 90s it was everywhere. But it is a pretty predictable movie. If you've seen the first two movies, you pretty much are going to know how it's going to end anyway, and everything. There's nothing really extremely special about this movie. I just liked that it did feel like it had more of a plot, and it took it out of the normal settings and stuff, so I like that about it and everything. But I also think it had better humor. It didn't have as much potty jokes and stuff like the first two did either. I like that about it too. But I'd give Hotel Transylvania 3 an 8 out of 10, and the same that I gave the first two. I think it's a good movie, but it's not one of my most favorites of Adam Sandler's movies, or one of my favorite animated movies. Like I said, this is one of those animated film series that I like, but I don't think they're like anything extremely great. They're not like on the level of, say, Toy Story or Shrek, but I still do enjoy them, and I think they're decent movies and everything. So let me know in the comments what you think of Hotel Transylvania 3. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.
This is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend.
That's enough, guys.
Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song.